Why, hello there. Welcome to another review. We're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to do a car review. I just got out of the theater and saw the new Conjuring. So you're going to get a flattering angle and of me badly driving. Anyway, let's get to it. So, saw the new Conjuring, and is it good? Well, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is, compared to the third one, it's a little bit better. Fuck. Hold up. Sorry you had to wait, and you're gonna get a less flattering angle now, but I think, yeah, you're gonna get a less flattering angle now. I'm not even sure if you can hear me. I'm gonna re-look at this recording after I'm done. But yeah, where was I? So, good news and bad news. Good news is it's better than the third movie. Bad news, it's still not great. But you know what? I had fun with it. And I went with a couple of coworkers, and you know what? I had a fun time with them. I definitely did not get scared and shit my britches a couple of times. But anyway, that's besides the point. To the teenagers in the theater, all I gotta say is, screw you. Y'all have no theater etiquette. Because during the movie, they kept coughing and they were very unsubtle about it. So either girl was getting some crazy head in the theater, which, okay then, or they were smoking weed or hitting the vape, one of the two. But regardless, judging from the coughing in the theater and the choking a little bit, I'm gonna say it was either a little bit of both head and also some possible nicotine hits from the vape. One of the two. Anyway, that's besides the point. So, what did I like about the new Conjuring? Well, oh, there's a bit of thunder. There's a bit of, well, not thunder, excuse me. There's a bit of lightning outside. That's a bit spooky. Hopefully a demon doesn't possess me and I crash my car. Anyway, I'm trying to focus on the road so I'm not driving distracted here. Because there's a little PSA for you. If you're going to do anything on your phone in the car, at least do a video where you can focus on the road and do what I do. Find a very unflattering angle. Anyway, so what did I like about it? Well, for one, the acting is really solid. I really thought the acting was good. But if I had, and not gonna lie, there were some, I know the director of this movie, it's not James Wan, unfortunately. He does make a cameo in this in the very end. If you know what James Wan looks like, you'll definitely recognize him in the end of the movie, and that was sweet. I do appreciate the fact that they did that. But the director of this, he did do the La Llorona movie and then the last Conjuring movie. He did a couple of the Conjuring universe movies, and you know, he's not my favorite, but he's far from a bad director. And I'm not gonna lie, he had some really cool camera work in this, some really decent shots, and some really well built up suspense scenes. Like, I'm not gonna lie, even though some of the jump scares are as usual pretty, you know, predictable and everything, and they're just, you know, your typical, you know, bang, crash two trash cans together and you get your typical jump scare. He does have some well built up suspenseful scenes. Sorry if my phone's gonna be swinging all over the place. It is definitely swinging all over the place, but it doesn't matter. I had a red light, so I was able to stop the recording a little bit just to gather up my thoughts. But anyway, he does have some well built up suspense scenes, but besides that, the plot, there's not much to it other than the fact that they try and build this up. And I know they have said that they want to make more movies, and I'm not opposed to seeing them. And, you know, I'm not necessarily disappointed in it. I had a fun time with it. And that's the thing. I'd say this is a fun movie to watch with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Unfortunately, I just went with or friends, group of friends. That's always a fun term to do it. We don't have to make this depressing. I unfortunately do not have a girlfriend to go see this with because not a whole lot of girls that I want to date are that into horror movies in general. And yeah. But anyway, back to the plot at hand. The movie does have some, oh man, like I'm trying to think of everything. This movie's also, I feel like my biggest issue with this movie is the fact that it's forgettable. There's not a whole lot of things memorable about it. I will say that the axe guy in this movie has some really cool scenes. I'm not gonna lie. I know I say cool. My coworkers that are more than likely watching this, I did say cool even though I was like damn near shitting my pants during said sequences. But you know what? He was intimidating. He had some fun scenes, and yeah, he was a standout for sure. And Annabelle makes a cameo and does some creepy shit at one point near the end. There's a creepy old grandma as per usual. Thankfully, she's not naked like a lot of creepy old grandmas in horror movies. So there's that. Alright, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. I might just have to make a loop. Alright, getting a little extension here. I'm in my neighborhood right now, but I'm going to extend my drive a little bit just so I can park well. But anyway, there is some, so all in all, like the movie, I will say this movie also just drags quite a bit. It's 2.5 hours, which is already fairly long to begin with. And yeah, it really just drags in a lot of places. Like, I mean, in the beginning, this movie just doesn't do a whole lot. And it has some decent moments. It has some really good emotional moments, like near the beginning and partially near the end. But yeah, the movie just, as a whole, just has some very bizarre moments where I'm just wondering, like, why? Like, why did it, choose to do certain scenes like it? I don't know. And the way it's paced, too, is very bizarre. I mean, it takes the Warrens, like, a whole 90 minutes just to get to the house. And from there, they're just farting. The family's just dealing with the regular haunting stuff. The Warrens are going through their hallucinations and occasional haunting stuff with the daughter and and Mrs. Warren. But besides that, the movie just farts around for like 90 whole minutes. I just got a notification asking me to rate The Conjuring. I don't really give out number ratings. I don't really try to give out ratings to movies. I just really say, is it good or is it bad? Or is it mediocre? But anyway, so yeah, it takes them like 90 minutes just to go visit the haunting house. And I just said the haunting house. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I have work again tomorrow. It's late. I gotta get to bed, man. So I'm gonna try and wrap this up as best I can. But yeah, it's just a lot here that just doesn't do it for me, unfortunately. I know I'm not like the massive fan of like the Conjuring series, and before I saw this, I decided to do a marathon, and I enjoy them. Like, they're fun little horror movies. They're not like masterpieces, but they're far from bad. But yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. And unfortunately, this movie doesn't sway me into thinking this is better than most of them. It just, I'll put my car in the park here. I'm just not a big fan of the series. But you know what? I had a fun time with it. But if you're looking for a great movie, you're not going to get it. But if you're looking for a fun horror movie, you're certainly going to get it. But yeah, this movie just drags a lot. And the ending for me also just, I feel like, is really underwhelming. The ending really just sneaks up to you. Like, as soon as the Warrens come to the house, and then they're just like, yep, we'll take the case, and then the the final act is like right around the corner from there. And yeah, you do get some cool scenes here and there, but yeah, otherwise, movie just, it's very underwhelming. It's forgettable. There's not a whole lot much I can say about it. This review's already dragging out too long. So, if you want my recommendation, if you're into this series or if you're into horror movies in general, go see it. It's not bad. It's far from good, but it's far from horrible. Anyway, that's about it. See ya.